Hey there everyone, it's Amy from thecrazycraftlady.com. Today we're going to make a fun reverse canvas craft that you can decorate for Christmas, keep up through the winter. It's an evergreen Christmas decorating project, which is my favorite way to decorate for Christmas because it's so sad to take all the Christmas decorations down after such a short period of time. I really enjoy decorating for winter. I know I listed this as a Dollar Tree craft, and I feel your pain if your Dollar Tree does not carry an extensive craft supply selection. I feel your pain. I often have to go to multiple Dollar Tree stores to get all of my supplies for my projects. So I'm going to talk about a couple different options when it comes to canvas selection. All right, these are the coveted Dollar Tree canvases, 8x10, 5x7. It's the Crafter Square brand. Sometimes I go to my store and they have 50 of them in stock, and sometimes I go and the shelves are bare. So when they have a lot in stock, I stock up. But if you're not willing to, or if you're losing at the gambling game that is Dollar Tree shopping, go to your craft store. I got these at Michael's. It's an 8x10 stretch canvas. So it's the same size as the Dollar Tree, right? Same thing. I think I bought these. The only difference is you have to shop in bulk. So I got this for a 10 pack, and I think a 10 pack full retail price is under $15. So if you're willing to catch a sale or shop a coupon, you can get it for closer to $1 a piece. So it's not the end of the world if you can't get the Dollar Tree canvases. In fact, I'm going to show you a difference that may make you prefer the craft store ones instead. Either way, here's how a reverse canvas craft works. So you have a canvas, right? A stretched canvas is this canvas fabric that's stretched over a wooden frame, stapled in the back, right? So you can paint on it. Well, for a reverse canvas, we just want to literally reverse that process. So use a very sharp blade. Lately I've been liking, it's a Fiskars brand fingertip blade. So it goes right over my fingertip and I can slice, any angle that I want. I also like pen blades for this. Go into the garage, into your husband's tool, find a box cutter or a razor blade. Don't tell him I told you to do it. Don't blame it on me. But use the proper tool. Do not try to grab a pair of scissors and cut. You don't want to cut yourself. It's not worth it. So safety first, friends. But when you cut the canvas off, you have this cute little wooden frame. This is the Dollar Tree one. It's a very square, straight edges. And then you can put the canvas on the back and do all sorts of fun stuff. Now, if you buy a craft store frame canvas, when you remove the canvas, it's a lot thicker. This is more of a professional artist canvas. See the difference? So this is the very straight edges. So different styles, different preferences. For you woodworkers out here, I don't know what the term is, but it's the beveled edges. It's the rounded corners. It's a little bit more fancy, a little bit more substantial of a frame. So either way, you can make as many reverse canvas projects as you like. My plan is to make a few more seasonal ones here coming up for y'all. But that's my little soapbox chat about canvas selection. With that, let's make a couple of reverse canvas tassel trees to decorate for the winter season. Let's get making. First things first, your supply list, super basic. An 8x10 canvas, yarn, wood stain and a brush, scissors and a sharp blade that we talked about, as well as hot glue and a scrap of cardboard. You want to start by removing the stretched canvas from the frame. Be very careful, use a sharp blade and just trim away along that staple line, and then you can just peel away that canvas. You can discard the scraps and you can even leave the staples on the back. Some people like to remove them. I'm not that picky. And then you want to stain your frame. Use whatever wood stain that you like or that you have on hand. This is Waverly Antique Wax. It's from that Waverly chalk paint line that they have at Walmart. I like it because one, I like the wood tone of it, and two, it's just super easy to use and it doesn't have any fumes. But use just an old grubby brush, not a good one, Use one, like steal one from your kids' craft stash, right? And just brush on. Get nice even coverage. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you just want to brush it on and then let it sit for even like a minute or two, and then wipe off any excess wax, and then you're ready to move on to the next step. From here, you just want to trim the canvas down to size. Pro tip, you can always trim off more. You can't add more back. So trim just inside that fold line where like there's a little dent where the canvas was stretched over the edge of the canvas. So just kind of trim that. You'll see how I'll like place it over the back of my wood frame and see, okay, the top right corner and the bottom left corner need to be trimmed down just a little bit more. So I'll just slice off just a little bit and then keep going. Now grab your hot glue gun, and this is where you need to work very, very quickly because the hot glue dries quickly. So just add hot glue all the way around the back of that wood frame, a nice thin line, and then smooth that piece of canvas all the way over the back of it, nice, smooth and tight. Then you want to grab your yarn. This is Dollar Tree yarn. You can use whatever yarn you can find at the craft store. Cut about a 4-inch piece of scrap cardboard and then wrap the yarn around it about 15 times. I had to do 15 times because this is pretty thin yarn. If you have a thicker yarn, it could be less. Then cut 2 little pieces of ribbon and tie them on either end of that scrap cardboard. So it's just a simple double knot on both ends. So you're making a loop that has, ties at both ends. Then cut that loop in half on both sides. So what you end up with is 2 little bundles of yarn. It has 15 pieces of yarn in the bundle, and it's tied together in the center with a knot. Then grab some sort of skinny object. I use like the skinniest paintbrush I could find and fold that bundle over the brush and then tie with another double knot that little top fold of the bundle into a little ball. And that is what makes your little tassel. And then from there, you can trim the ends of your tassel as to make it like a little bit more uniform if like a couple are longer, straggly. But then you're just gonna repeat that process over and over again. So just fold the bundle over the paintbrush, tie a simple double knot, and then trim everything. So once you have all of your tassels made, then it's just time to assemble the tree. And so just kind of think about how tall your little tassels are and how wide they are. So I did 5 at the bottom and then 4, 3, 2, 1 at the top. So just a little pyramid shape, and you can always trim the ends of your tassels down a little bit shorter if need be. And then just I started at the bottom of my tree just because I wanted the ends of the tassel to kind of overhang the row beneath it, and just take your hot glue gun, put a dab of hot glue on the back of the top of each tassel of that little yarn bundle at the top of each tassel. It doesn't take a whole lot of hot glue to make this stick, but then just hot glue each one in place. So for this, I used 15 tassels to make a little pyramid tree, and that's it. I also made another one using a different color yarn and a different color wood stain just to kind of show you what it would look like. But that's it, a super cute winter Christmas craft. I love that it's a Christmas tree or a winter evergreen tree, so it can kind of stay up all the way through the Christmas season and through winter. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Until next time, happy making.